Hello and welcome, Summoners. Today I'm going to teach you a little bit about how I run Rift Raid for water. Actually, I think it's just Rift of Worlds, but anyway, the water dungeon. Check it out. So, here's my team and why. After that, I'm going to sit back and let you watch it. Basically, I run Ganymede because he randomly will buff out one of the higher attacks from my back row. And I didn't really have a lot of wind tanks, so for now Ganymede seemed just like an interesting guy to run and try out, and it's been working, so I'm keeping him, but he's maybe the least of it. I think your biggest staple here is Bernard. You do want a Bernard. That front row Wind Griffin is going to make a large difference in your speed, which helps a lot with the boss's effect. Aside from that, he's a great tank for your first row, and then he's usually one of the fastest guys, which means he'll hit with his shield break when you autoplay quite a bit if you have your accuracy up there. So, Bernard, kick-ass guy. Next on, Chasen. Really, this could be any really good healer. Chasen's probably your ideal because she doesn't only heal everybody, but she also speeds up her own attack bar, making her faster, and at the same time she's giving that attack boost to the rest of your party. So she's really useful to have in general. You want to have at least 3 in your front row, I think, because your back row is going to be lightweight. If you can have 4, that's awesome. Sometimes I'll even pump my Theo up in the front row because he's got a high defense and he's got a relatively decent HP, so I'd feel a little bit more brave if I had more than one healer, and I would definitely put him up front, but since I only have one, I'm sticking to this guy. Anyway, next up, back row, let's get started on it. Lucian. Do I really need to explain why Lucian is a really useful tool here? I mean, you could use any wind heavy hitter for sure. Does not need to be Lucian. But having somebody who's got a big heavy hit is always a good idea, and in this case, he does tend to be one of my main leader skills. It's either Lucian or Theo, depending on who I have in the back row. Next up, Theo. Come on, Theo. If you haven't thought about using him here, there's something wrong with you, man. He's a heavy hitter. He works in almost every Rift Raid. Because he's got a multiple attack, and he hits really heavily one shot, plus he gets type advantage on whoever he's hitting, I don't really care. I'll use him everywhere. I use him in the wind one every once in a while. Call me stupid for doing so, but you can't argue with the results. And Theo is that heavy hitter. I like to have Theo in here as Vampire. I actually switched him to Vampire runes specifically because of this level, and then secondary benefit was it was good for Guild Wars. But Theo being able to heal himself a little bit really helps because he's so squishy. Next, last up, one of my new favorite monsters, the Kung Fu Girl. Oh my gosh, how could I wait to level her? I mean, I got this Kung Fu Girl when I first started playing almost 2 years ago, and good lord, don't know what I was thinking. Only recently has she really been buffed and made amazing, but either way, she's so kick-ass, and I really think I'm going to use her for everything, including the regular raids, but that's only going to start once I finish leveling her up, and I got to fuse a billion of those. So, anyway, Kung Fu Girl, Water Kung Fu Girl, really useful. She's a big hitter too. You can make her Vampire, you can make her fast. I just definitely think that that is replaceable with anybody who's a heavy hitter, water or wind, but you know, Kung Fu Girl is somebody I really want to develop. Anyway, my max for this level is I think 2,700,000 something. And I've played many teams. This is not the only one, but you'll notice that if you ever kill the final boss, which I'm not going to do here, but if you kill that final boss, you will get a boost of about 400,000 to 500,000 points. I think it might be 500,000, but it's kind of hard to gauge because I only do it every so often, and I usually autoplay this stuff. But had that been there, it would have been a 2.5 million score, arguably. You can see the drops are a little nicer at this level. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.